to whip out the USP. Axel going to be supporting a funny in middle as well, but Hobbit now spots the head. A beautiful one taps to open things up. jedqr no more.
The lineup to deal with this, and SZPERO, if needed, he can rotate fast. Flash coming through. Hobbit will be greeting them with the first bullets. Hobbit with a second, already starting things well. It's in the morning, it's 9 AM, and already he's popping heads. And the funny though, he'll get shut down from Goofy, also doing very well. The newest addition of the squad already showing his mark in this matchup. But it is a 2v3 for the retake as they are starting to push through. Goofy will be able to find that shot. Hades as well. And all of a sudden, down to a 1v1. SZPERO up to Hades. Now looking for that headshot, though. SZPERO is going to play a little bit more safe. Wrapping around the card, getting a little bit closer. Oh, they're going for the spray down, but it's Hades to win it out. SZPERO not quite able to collect it.
And he will tick a little bit, but still holding down the angle. Beautifully done. Drops away as well, unscathed.
They are heading towards B right now. 2 players in there, but interz, he's holding down the line. I think he got flashed out there. Oh, jumps up from the flames. ponczek is able to get 2. And that's going to be the B site take. Just like that, the bomb will get planted. And yeah, Wisla Krakow, even though they had numbers disadvantage, they took it elsewhere. They took it to B and made it work. Now, jedqr, he's holding down the line here for mid, as rotations may come in from Gambit, but the B site is just so damn hard to retake. jedqr takes the kill onto Hobbit. SZPERO shuts down jedqr though, but still.
There's a couple of kills. The openers are usually there, but Wisla Krakow, these mid to late calls that they're being provided is just unparalleled to Gambit's defense. And by round up ahead into round 6, Hobbit looking to poise his first, but damage, no conversion. The Molotov to finish the job. Axel's been caught while Goofy is blind, and now SZPERO reaggressing back towards long. Knows there's players in his sights. A beautiful first. SZPERO nowhere to be seen with something towards A, but SZPERO holding the cross. This man can be so good in these scenarios, and he's good for 1, and 1 is more than good enough for Gambit as the push on forward. It's nafany to line up 1, and jedqr alone against 2, and with 50 seconds to go, this seems to be Gambit's return as they look to pencil in a first.
Yeah, there's nothing much they can do, although it is jedqr by himself here in the 1v2. Peeks out wide, nafany's got that lineup.
On towards long, Axel dropping bombs to double door, and it's SZPERO though to deliver with first blood. The Molotovs are expected, waiting patiently, and here we go. The man to try and lock it down completely, but the push is good though. Hobbit has caught one off. Axel with another. SZPERO looking to try and hold things down. Knows the man's in close. The flashbangs caught him out completely, and so it will facilitate a plant. The jedqr removed and Hades executed. It will be a second for Gambit and a flawless round to their name. That's exactly what they needed to boost their economy. X-Warrior, I mean, talk about a perfection round for Gambit. Only conceding a plant within that round. Beautifully done by them.
It was not only the fact that they had a flawless round, it was amazing. Is such immensely pushed up, though. They do have some sort of an open lineup here. ponczek, though, excuse me, he finds nafany from the back of B site with a deagle. Now Hobbit, though, look at the aggression from mid. Goofy in a little bit of a lineup. Not quite sure if a barrel of his weapon has been shown there, but it's a deagle. And it won't be shown anytime soon. Hades finding another one-shot deagle onto interz. Now spotted out. Hobbit has read this, but the cross needs to come through. He needs to spot them out. He needs to deny the cross. But they've already gotten themselves on site. Even if he finds a kill onto Goofy right now.
Out of the dust 2T side pick. I mean, you know, obviously being Gambit's pick, arguably most teams just opt to go CT, but it is Wisla that decided they're going to start on the T side, and they are proving more than just their worth. There's 7 rounds, turn 8. Wisla Krakow are up 6.
But the push from Hobbit may give a lot of info.
And he could find himself a couple of kills. SZPERO, though, catching him completely out. nafany, good for the drop to SZPERO to do it all. A smoke deployed. Axel, oh my god, he's going to burn alive. He has to swing, and he's good for 1. Oh my word, but SZPERO chiming in with more. jedqr out towards long. But
No time.
He's done enough. 4 seconds now until... But no kill found. Molotov, that is going to signify the start of the push. Axel outside of the smoke needs to be more clinical with the aim in towards A long. And so for Gambit, SZPERO needs to go huge, but it is the flank. nafany catching out a beautiful shot.
Completely dominantly, but they are going to push through right onto the site right now. interz holding down the line. He's able to find one. Hobbit, both. They're getting the spray down. It's not going to be challenged whatsoever. Nice.
Absolutely. And he's tucked in close. This could be big. Wisla Krakow haven't checked it just yet, and now they need to. The flashbang's caught him blind, but it does the same for the Wisla Krakow side. Axile, 3 kills to his name, looking for 4, but Hades doesn't want any of it. Beautifully done by him, and he might even aggress for more. The AWP up close. It's missed the shot. Axile on a tear as it's 4. He's on for the ace. jedqr, the last man left on low HP. nafany just going to try and tap him down and finds the head completely.
In mid, Goofy is shut down low, but they're not quite sure that there's someone lurking onwards. nafany goes up close and personal, finds out Hades. Axel with an HE grenade. Wolf
And Hobbit, a key factor for Gambit towards this A site so far. And he's already found himself a first. The flashbang as well to go high. Hobbit with a second. Axile swings. And he'll find the last. Gambit running up short. The flashbang is good. interz dropping on down. He is actually going to find a death. And in fact, jedqr lining up 2. Goofy with another lock. And SZPERO 1 versus 5. P250 finds its first. It's Mark truly found. And he's looking possibly to pick up the USP. Taking these longer distance engagements. Going to be good for the silence pistol. As he continues to oppress, continue to peek. Gonna find a second. Now, hold on. The reload inbound does find himself a bit of damage to SZPERO as well. Gonna tap down more. This is doable. Another. No way. SZPERO denied by jedqr. Jeez. To do towards pit.
Or throws down the smoke to make things a little bit more easier for him, but he may get surrounded now. They know where he is, though. interz and Axile know what's going on. They find both frags on the A-long side, one on site down as well. That's the control they need. No, nafany holding down the line for the CT rotations as a bomb does get the cross through. jedqr from CT, not able to peek through. Hobbit going aggressive, finding out SZPERO. Yeah, Gambit, they're taking the fight to them. They're not waiting for them. From them, bomb will explode, 10th to be gained. And that's Gambit again with the lead with the 4-buy.
On the right foot.
At this point, because wherever they may come from, he might be exposed. They do take the push towards him, though. They do aggress, and ponczek, what a nice little flick onto him. interz, though, holds it down. Hobbit as well, and there comes the push. Axile from the other side on that, but it won't even matter. Gambit do all the work required. Damaging the bosom of Hobbit, as it does slide right between his 2 legs. And Goofy, nice little aggression, does give Wisla Krakow that early advantage, making their lineup of defense that little bit more scary. Gambit, though, on towards the B site. Most of the players dedicated towards this area with plenty of util to spare. ponczek does drive a few bullets on through and does get a few kills, but Gambit, they want to go for this either way.
Execute on out. ponczek alongside SZPERO trying to hold on that Molotov. Not going to do all too much as both players situated towards car and site respectively, but interz already with 1. A flashbang to try and catch him blind. A trade, a good one at that. Gambit, they have a chance, a slight one. SZPERO, oh my god, that smoke is tantalizing. On the flip side is going to be Hades. He's patiently waiting, and SZPERO, and he tries to look back towards tunnels, but nowhere to be seen. Axile knows that both are there, and now SZPERO will return, and Axile catching off Goofy. jedqr against 2, and
side, especially with these long distances, but trickling in from A-long, it's only nafany to push through, but jedqr is going to hold down huge here. He needs to find the frags. They do trickle in. interz finds the one as they do try and aggress onwards. 1-for-1 trade so far in this game. Still, mid prominence here for the Gambit side. A couple of players, one in mid, one in catwalk for Wisla to try and contest this. Just useful to be thrown to deter any aggression, but Hades with a lineup here. They may even line up for him. He's only good for 1 as SZPERO does find the refrag. With that AWP, you can't really transfer onto another player. You don't really have that potential with multiple bullets at a time, like an AK-47, but the aggression will still go on here for the Gambit side. Going towards this A-ramp, and SZPERO finding a nice little frag out of nowhere through the smoke onto Goofy. 2v3. As they do try and get the bomb planted. They do indeed. SZPERO holding down the line for the A-long side. Hobbit on catwalk. Nothing that Wisla Krakow can do. And this was nothing less than dominant here from the Gambit.
Scout, it could be so good right now. This flashbang goes high. If it catches anyone off, it could be huge. A nice shot from SZPERO to open things up. The Scout, though, needs to do more work.
Okay.
ponczek has found another, but they're still not clearing him out. Finally, nafany to take him down. SZPERO's found SZPERO. nafany now up close. Push through the FAMAS. Beautifully done by Hades. nafany 1 versus 3 has found the first.
Done. They can't peek through at the start, kind of baiting it out, but now he's not got no time. Oh, he might have wanted to stick that one through, and it's only a 1-for-1.
and grant himself a first kill. They might just be looking to run boost on over or just boost over in general. Beautifully done.
Huge.
That is disgusting. interz finds the first. SZPERO, will he be spotted? Yes, he will, and converted. AWP gone, but a 4 versus 3 Gambit, pole position to win this round.
And they'll get the bomb planted though. SZPERO though, still not shying away from aggression with the AWPs being able to get it, misses a third shot. And now, one of the players of the Wisla side were not able to get connected. There was some connectivity issues, but getting right into the game, Goofy finding that first shot heading onto the A site.
Yeah, as you mentioned, some connection problems, which left ponczek out and beanox in the man from Pompa, looking to at least help Wisla Krakow on their adventures. But Gambit seems to be comfortable on the pistols. It's a near flawless one, denied. jedqr has found nafany. Axel with another, however, and so 1 versus 3, and beanox deleted. That grenade is beautiful, actually. The smoke going to be deployed in Hades' face, but he does top push on forward. But interz reads into it quite nicely. Drops the nade deep as well to try and whittle Goofy down more. Fortunately, it will be as easy as could be for the time being. nafany up close. Axel might peek and lose his head here, but will nafany be spotted out? No, he will not.
Now, spotted out, sure, has to drop down. Information given. He needs reinforcements coming in. He knows what's going on. That's not a spray down for the first. Goofy will be returning, though, as the rest do get close to the site. Blocked out of it. Gambit need to go for the rotation. Need to go from CT and connect as well. I mean, you're seeing nafany as well. May want to join in on maybe a 12 feet. They are going to have to push through the corners because Goofy is hiding away, approaching Hobbit. He's able to find that nice front one frag on the back foot now. Gambit without any numbers in their favor. Peek to come through from nafany, but I don't think he'll spot anybody out. Already the rotation from interz. That's going to be around. A very nice take there from the Wisla side. That gave them the win and catching Gambit off guard on the rotations. One nice little frag there from nafany to solidify that deal, but it's a 2 for masses.
Pop down towards connector and assist his teammate quite possibly in this approach. The spam towards lower. Hobbit with 1, and he's going to try and continue to bait for SZPERO, but he's found himself a second. The bomb to go down. Will they expect SZPERO here, though? SZPERO up close. Beautiful shot. The M4A1S working out quite nicely. In fact, it's the FAMAS of nafany to find it. Hades going to drop SZPERO in the process. A 3 versus 2. Mistake here needs to be found at large, and a beautiful shot from nafany leaves just Goofy remaining in a 1 versus 3. They do have a smoke and they have a kit on interz, and so it's a very possible round, but at the same time, a 1 versus 3 isn't impossible. The first kill found, and more importantly, the smoke.
Oh, no way,
Goofy! Goofy, 16 points of health, or 1 versus 1. nafany gonna stick it by the looks of things. Oh no, Goofy. Is he gonna peek at the right time? Oh my god. Wisla Krakow, but the skin of their teeth.
They need to substitute in this. So all the odds are against Wisla's favor, but they need to make this work and they'll fight for it. Determination in their faces as SZPERO finds the first frag.
Beautifully done. The AWP, a chunk removed, but still a valid process. Hobbit, oh no. CZ missed chance, but Axel gonna capitalize on that. Needs to find a second, but Goofy holds his nerve, and so down to a 3 versus 3. SZPERO's already found his way towards CT. A max 10 in hand as well could be a detriment to the AWP player in connector, and I don't think they'd have expected this. No one's holding Ivy, surely. And oh my goodness, SZPERO reasons. And they can tip this to a 3rd in their favor as the bomb is being planted. Gambit may just look to try and explode out towards Popdog and find themselves a quick kill onto beanox.
For indeed. 2v3, still not over for the Wisla side. Same could be said for Gambit, though they did get the bomb planted. Gambit so far have done so good with finding the numbers of advantage, though beanox gets caught off guard. That's a big oof. nafany with a CZ and Hobbit on Goofy. Not a thing much they could do. In Gambit, how did they win this out? It was just simply pick by pick. Getting the numbers advantage with sure skill level. Obviously, there was a situation on the backside of Ivy when he throws an HE grenade and falls right back out. Incendiary thrown out as well, and they are trickling in. Surely SZPERO needs to help out, but it's only going to be a 1-for-1 trade in the end. Hobbit holding his line, finding one. beanox coming up huge, and Wisla Krakow now finds the bomb plant onto B.
Beautifully done. Gambit now the man down on this retake, but Axel and interz looking to make it work. This grenade could land flush, but no, it is just shy of the man towards default as it lands on mid-bomb site. That grenade, however, will do all the same. interz, beautiful slam dunk. Goofy to trade him out, and Axel now realizing I think this round is all too far gone. He might be able to catch up Goofy with his back turn, and he will do so. Now it becomes a little more possible because he picks up a kit and picks up a smoke in the process, but with seconds to spare, he's got to push quick. And Axar realizes this round is all too far gone. He's not able to get the kill. Hades is going to survive as well. Wisla
train on the CT side, especially when economy has been accumulated, is a tall feat to deal with. nafany with aggression, though, finds his first.
On the wrong side as well. And this is where it becomes interesting. Axar pushing on forward. SZPERO, though, holding down the line, or should be at least. The smoke. Oh, my God. A whisker away from hitting his head. I thought he had it, but SZPERO actually catching off SZPERO as well. 2 kills now as a 4 versus 3 ensues. The kill towards Popdog means nothing now to Gambit as they're on the back foot once again. Backpedaling towards A. SZPERO already up towards Hell. 2 players pushing Ivy. And I think this round is gone. Hades nailing nafany. And with that, interz and Hobbit remain. And with 40 seconds to go, they need absolute nothing but the most spectacular of performances to get them to 5. But Hobbit...
I think they might have just gotten just that in retro. I think they might as well gone for something spectacular. It is a 2v2. It's still doable for the Gambit side. Smoke drawn out here for binox to have a little bit of an angle to play with. When the coordination with SZPERO needs to be great. Hobbit finds a better angle with the AUG on that long distance. His card, show his position, but they still don't know where he's going to come from. binox, he's playing this carefully. He knows, but now he's given away his position in a 1v1. interz knows exactly what is going on, but he's running out of time. No kit at hand either. binox has done this, and just like that, Wisla Krakow win this one out, find the equalizer. And
looking down, Ivy doesn't spot anything immediately, but the run boost will make interz fall. A beautiful first. Hades...
They could have a chance again, but they need to find these picks. So far, not really finding it. And man down, pushing up aggressively. I think that was a misplay there from jedqr. I don't think he meant to fall that down, though. And that misplay may hurt them. nafany find that first frag. Finds a follow-up as well. Gets himself the AK. They've got the defense right. They've got the read in. Goofy will trickle in, though. He'll go for the push. Neo, is he going to expect this? Nice little spray down into Axar. Finds the head onto SZPERO. Maybe this is still doable. Maybe this is still possible. Hobbit now pushing out through Popdog. nafany finds 2. Is this over? Hades falls. nafany with 3. Gambit. And it's only, 11 rounds in? Absolutely amazing stuff from this man. But interz going up aggressively. Doesn't check the wide angle as Goofy holds that one. Double stack from Gambit. nafany going for some extra aggression here on Ivy. And this might be huge. They might be able to spot out Goofy, but it's more of a fake indeed. But it doesn't even matter if Goofy finds a frag.
B executes in. Hobbit needs to go nothing but huge on the back of this B site if he wants to find himself and Gambit in 8th round. And SZPERO removed, meaning Hobbit is the last man. He needs to find damage and he can't get anything done. Hades dropped to 23. Axar against 4. And with that, I do believe he is pushed all the way through towards CT, but no one to walk into his crosshair. And so conceding a 5th, and not only that, it's going to be 4 rifles surviving for the Polish Ward Die moments. They're simply trying to work the man, fall on back, and try and credit themselves highly. SZPERO, missed shot, but Hobbit yet again swings towards upper, a beautiful first frag. And this is Gambit's playstyle. They'll find a first, they'll back away, they'll try not to take duels, they'll take them where possible to grant themselves the advantage. Like Axar right now, holding this off angle, could grant himself 1, but no, Goofy. And one towards Ivy as well, by either side. And Wisla Krakow are doing exactly that. Heading towards B. A beautiful shot from Goofy, though. Catching out interz completely. And now the execution with 15 seconds to go. Hobbit on the off angle. This is huge. On top of the site finds 1, but only good for 1. It's a plank, though. SZPERO. Oh, beautiful shot. SZPERO denied of a second. And now it's all down to nafany. 1 versus 2. M4 whips out a sidearm, not going to be used in this scenario, and is denied of a kill.
Towards Ivy, therefore a couple of players lining up here. Now, the only information they have is this, therefore this might work out for them. AK-40.
Like we've seen him do many times before. He might lose his head. Fortunately, though, that Molotov will flush him out completely. nafany, beautifully done. The double drop pop means nothing to Wisla Krakow's success. And in a 5 versus 2, Gambit teeing up their 8th quite nicely. Bomb not retrieved by binox. And I think it's as easy as ever. 4 seconds on the clock. A nice shot from Hades to tee things off quite nicely. So a near flawless round, but Gambit...
Trade is CT side is going to be stronger. Wisla Krakow not really obeying to the rules of physics, the rules of CSGO. But let's see how this one turns out. Final round and a half, and it's a 1-for-1 trade to get things going. Onto the A site, getting the push on. Axar wrap around it, though. He's getting one frag for his troubles, though Hades will be able to punish him through with that information gained. SZPERO, nice little angle, shuts down one. jedqr also does a good job, and it's down to a 2v2.
jedqr spots out the man towards heaven, leaving SZPERO alone. Again, the man, the myth, the beast, looking to turn up once again for Gambit. And it's a do-or-die scenario, being the last round of the half. That Molotov sets in deep. A beautiful first shot. SZPERO. Oh, SZPERO. Gambit can flip things around after a beautiful start for Wisla Krakow as they send themselves out towards B. 4 players down lower. There's a hold towards upper. bnox finding one. SZPERO and bnox with a second. But SZPERO, fortunately, planting the bomb will facilitate at least a bit of money in their pockets. A flawless round for Wisla Krakow as they find themselves 7. Beautifully done. Gambit, though, are going to count their losses in that one. But a bomb plant most certainly going to put them on the right pathing heading into round 17.
Very nice done. Flawless as well.
This could be the spray down of a sentry. Hades looking to line up one, but spew out towards probably the most intense part of the map of it all. Goofy
looks away.
Oh my god, it's the first kill found though. SZPERO, Axile in response. Axile doubles down. SZPERO for nafany towards lower, but the bomb is down and Gambit in a 3 versus 2 eyeing up their 10th as the Molotov halting the connector push in its tracks completely. And the MP9 on bnox might just walk right into the guillotine of interz as well. Foot spotted, Galil finds the kill, and the Org left to save. Beautifully done, Gambit. Double digits to their name now on train. Beautifully done.
Very nicely done indeed. SZPERO all by himself for the AUG. Gambit really making that forge by work out for them. Although SZPERO is not going to allow them to take his life that easily, will remain into the game for a little bit longer. Bomb planted on the A site will get exploded fairly soon, and Gambit will get themselves on double digits. Very vital they got that one. Extremely important. The fact that they break through Wisla Krakow's full buy.
Actually going to be left exposed here, and he knows this. He has to drop away. They have to get up this A site because of the control or lack of therefore that they have. But jedqr with the first. Goofy, his response as well leaves Gambit 3 versus 5. Smoke going to be deployed up towards green as well. Axile trying to hold the cross as interz punching in the digits. SZPERO executes one. The orb missed shot though. Axile now caught in position, and it isn't going to be good. SZPERO going to drop the smoke in front of him once again. And the M4, excuse me, spam means interz can trace it back, and a second to his name. A beautiful double from him, looking to level things out quite nicely. And Wisla Krakow, they crumble on the retake. Hades against 3, and while he's good for SZPERO, it means nothing. And it's a detriment to their round win score once again, because Gambit 13, Wisla Krakow 7. And while Hades finds interz as well, Axile will not give him the satisfaction of finding the 3rd in against 3, as the AWP will be claimed, saved, and cherished by Gambit as they reach
Driving seat of a Cadillac with no backseat, because Wisla, they haven't had any say in this game so far. Nothing completed in this half, but jedqr, look at this lineup. He's able to find one as they do trickle in, but Hobbit does find the refrag, and that's important. Trickling in, he doesn't shy away from aggressing drive. No flash required. He finds the frags. Nothing else needed. Just him and his pure skill. Push does come through either way. Smoke permitted to get up close and personal onto the A site, but SZPERO smoked out, nothing much he can do. Double smoke on that as well. bnox now will get close to the site. We'll try and find these frags. Hobbit right behind that line. They're hiding off well. interz finds that shot down to 8, but it doesn't even in this game. And it's Gambit that keeps us scratching our heads saying, how are these guys just so good?
Beautiful shot from SZPERO, but position compromise, meaning the Hawks are first. Fortunately, Gambit, they've got all the time in the world to spare right now. The nades in response aren't going to do as much, but an ult from SZPERO most certainly will puncture a hole in that B defense. Goofy trying to get his way on up. Oh, poor timing. Was holding the angle, but interz swings at the perfect time. SZPERO to plant. 5 versus 3. Hobbit running in his teammates. Molotov, and it doesn't even matter as he finds himself another. A 5 versus 2, and I think it's safe to say a stamp on 16 firmly placed with Gambit, as it's the Kings of CS right now, dethroning yet another hot contender. Wisla Krakow denied. Gambit 16, Wisla Krakow 7, and Hades, the last soldier to fall. And Gambit might even try and have some fun with this one. SZPERO tagging him up. Will there be a knife? I'm expecting nothing but. I want to see it.
No, it's going to be an 8.